You've set that same goal 11 times. You know the exact moment you quit. It's always around day 4. This is not weakness. It is a documented brain pattern. In the next 8 minutes, you'll learn exactly how to stop this. Right now, there's a specific thought loop running in your head that you cannot shut off, and it started before you even got out of bed. This is not rumination. It is your brain running a documented threat response loop that never got a shutdown signal. Every hour this loop runs, your cortisol stays elevated. You see, our brains are wired to respond to threats, not to achieve goals. This is a concept known as the negativity bias, discovered by psychologist Roy Baumeister. It means that negative thoughts have a stronger impact on our minds than positive ones. You're more likely to remember a bad experience. The brain's threat response system is controlled by the amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure that processes emotions. When the amygdala detects a threat, it triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This prepares your body to either fight or flee from the threat. The concept of pattern completion comes into play here. Your brain is constantly trying to make sense of the world by recognizing patterns. When you encounter a new situation, your brain tries to fit it into an existing pattern. But what if the pattern is negative? You'll keep repeating the same negative thoughts. The default mode network is a set of brain regions that are active when you're not focused on the outside world. This network is responsible for mind-wandering, daydreaming, and recalling memories. But it's also the source of negative thoughts and rumination. You need to learn how to control this network. According to psychologist Daniel Kahneman, our brains are prone to cognitive biases. These biases are systematic errors in thinking that can lead to negative thoughts and poor decision-making. You need to be aware of these biases to overcome them. One of the most common biases is the availability. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a negative thought loop while driving? You're not alone. This is a common phenomenon where your brain gets stuck on a negative thought and can't seem to shake it off. It's like your brain is a broken record, playing the same negative thought over and over. Think about when you're trying to fall asleep, but your brain starts racing with negative thoughts. You try to calm it down, but it just won't listen. This is because your brain is in a state of hyperarousal, where it's constantly on the lookout for threats. You need to learn how to calm it down. Have you ever noticed how negative thoughts seem to come out of nowhere? It's like your brain is a magnet for negative thoughts. This is because your brain is constantly scanning the environment for threats, and it's more likely to notice negative stimuli than positive ones. Think about when you're in a stressful situation and your brain starts to wonder about all the things that could go wrong. This is called catastrophizing, where your brain blows things out of proportion and makes you believe that the worst-case scenario is inevitable. You need to learn how to stop this. Have you ever found yourself ruminating on a past mistake, reliving the same negative emotions over and over. This is called rumination, where your brain gets stuck on a negative thought and can't seem to move on. You need to learn how to break this cycle. The first step to breaking free from negative thoughts is to become aware of them. You need to learn how to recognize when your brain is slipping into a negative thought loop. One way to do this is to practice mindfulness, where you focus on the present moment and let go of distracting thoughts. The second step is to challenge those negative thoughts. You need to learn how to question their validity and replace them with more positive ones. One way to do this is to practice cognitive restructuring, where you identify and challenge negative thought patterns. The third step is to practice self-compassion. You need to learn how to be kind to yourself, even when you're experiencing negative thoughts. One way to do this is to practice self-kindness, where you treat yourself with the same kindness and care that you would offer to a friend. The fourth step is to focus on the present moment. You need to learn how to let go of worries about the future or regrets about the past. One way to do this is to practice grounding techniques, where you focus on your 5 senses to bring yourself back to the present. The fifth step is to practice gratitude. You need to learn how to focus on the positive things in your life rather than dwelling on negative thoughts. One way to do this is to keep a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. By following these steps, you can break free from negative thoughts and start living a more positive, fulfilling life. You'll be able to focus on your goals and achieve success without being held back by negative self-talk. You'll feel more confident and capable, and you'll be able to handle challenges with ease. Imagine being able to wake up each morning feeling refreshed and motivated, ready to take on the day with confidence and enthusiasm. Imagine being able to handle stressful situations with ease without getting bogged down by negative thoughts. This is what's possible when you learn how to break free from negative thought. If this shifted something for you, subscribe. I drop psychology secrets every week. Comment below. Which of these patterns do you catch yourself in? Remember, you have the power to break free from negative thoughts and start living the life you deserve.